long playoff series opens so many doors. A peek through the window to see excellence manifested in how defeated reply. In Game 4, looking to avoid a 3-1 hole, San Antonio's next in line carried his crew to tie the series.
Wemby from midcourt. Got it!
Victor continues to just dominate this game.
Then in Game 5, it was the back-to-back MVP's turn to author his own response.
Inside, SGA sneaks his way for his 7th field goal of the night.
And his team co-signed with an effort showing a champion's resilience.
McCain, locked in. I mean, locked in right now. Their largest lead of the series.
For the Thunder, it's win tonight, add another Western Conference banner, and move on to play for an even bigger one. For the Spurs, it's rally the troops now, or the season ends. It's the desperation and emotion of elimination against the determination and elation of advancing. Thunder, Spurs, Game 6, next on NBC.
This is the NBA on NBC. Welcome to the 2026 Western Conference Finals. Tonight, it's Game 6 as the Oklahoma City Thunder visit the San Antonio Spurs. Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook.
For the final time, this 2026 Western Conference Final Series visits San Antonio. Frost Bank Center is ready. Will the Spurs send us back to OKC for a Game 7, or are the Thunder heading back to the NBA Finals? Good evening, everyone. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Jamal Crawford, Reggie Miller. I love the emotional crossroads that a Game 6 brings because, for one, it's truly a must-win. The other team get the hardest win of the series, the last one. As has been mentioned, a half dozen Spurs have never faced NBA playoff elimination, starting with Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and he was a little disappointed after Game 5. Not the start that he wanted, 4 of 15. You can't go the first 9 minutes of that first quarter until you get your first look. 3 things are important for him. Attack the switches. He's got to punish those little guys in the paint, and he's got to make quick decisions when he's on the perimeter, Jamal. And number 3, be that roam defender. Switch out, stop everything in the middle, and make it difficult for the Thunder.
On the other side, SGA had 32, his most in the series. But still, Jamal, for Oklahoma City, the burden falls to their bench.
And their bench has been terrific. When you look at it, games 2, 3, and 5, that bench outscored SGA, the back-to-back MVP. You can rely on them. When I came off the bench, Red, I came at you in waves. This bench coming at you with a tsunami. They are coming at you in all facets. You don't know where it's coming from. I can't wait for Game 6.
Game 7 in the West Finals. We've only seen 4 in the last quarter century. Will we see one on Saturday night? Can the Spurs force a deciding game? Or is there a celebration tonight on the road for OKC? Game 6 next on NBC.
Look at us. Nobody would ever think that 2 people like us would be spies.
This job.
Norrell Simpson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts silently streaming.
Hello there.
You gonna tell me what's really going on?
You will have an empire, and our children will rule it forever.
For live betting, to get in on the action, download the app and use promo code DUNK when you sign up. Back here in San Antonio, the visitors, Oklahoma City. A win from a third trip to the NBA Finals since the franchise moved from Seattle in 2008. Again, without two would-be starters in Jalen Williams and A.J. Mitchell. More on Williams in a second, but let's check the Game 5 starters running it back here in Game 6.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, University of Kentucky.
Jared McCain, Duke University.
Wiggins Dort, Arizona State.
Chet Holmgren, Gonzaga University.
Isaiah Hartenstein, Germany.
So that's the lineup for Mark Daigneault, year 6 as the Thunder head coach, trying to win his 7th of 8 career playoff series. For the Spurs, they're just 5-3 here at the Frostbank Center in these playoffs after 32-8 at home in the regular season. They split games 3 and 4 here last week. De'Aaron Fox, their only starter who's played an NBA playoff elimination game, as the fans get ready to welcome the home team for this must-win Game 6.
It's time to meet the starting lineup for your San Antonio Spurs. 6'3" guard from Kentucky, number 4, De'Aaron Fox.
We're about to go see my Knicks and spank that way. So I really hope that the Spurs win though. It's easy. OKC flop it. Yeah, get him out of here. Come on, get him out of here. Wemby, you gotta step it up, man.
Head coach Mitch Johnson, also his first elimination game, expecting his team to go fast and free on this night. Before we get to tip-off, we'll check in with our reporters with these teams all series on the sideline. Zora Stevenson with the news from the Thunder in a moment, but first, Ashley Shabadi with the Spurs. Ashley.
Thanks so much, Mike. This young Spurs team facing a lot of firsts in the playoffs, and now they're facing their first elimination game. I asked head coach Mitch Johnson, what is the messaging as you guys get ready for this one? He said to attack the moment. We've faced this Thunder team 10 times now. There's no Lombardi speech or magic line. We're going to play our standard of basketball and come in with the right approach. He said at some stage in all this, it's you will or you won't. Our job as a coaching staff is to give them the preparation, and when the ball tips, will the young guys step up, the guards attack, and will Victor Wembanyama be the best player on the floor? Zora?
Thanks, Ashley. Some injury news for Thunder fans. Jalen Williams is dressed and available. I'm told that this was a true game-time decision. Jared McCain still will get the start, but Jalen Williams is available.
You ever know who played for OKC? You just Cody Jr. and over there like
Leaving game too early. I did see him at Thunder shoot around this morning, getting some shots up, and he was on the court during his normal.
That's why they gonna get spanked too. Watch.
We'll keep a close eye on him. Last time he came.
BTA.
Number 10th of 2022. The Thunder trying to be the first team to make the finals for 2 straight seasons since that Warriors run of 5 in a row at the end of the 2010s. Can San Antonio send us back to OKC? Let's do game 6.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe and follow me too. Listen, my thing might be slow, but you see the Spurs already got 3 points, you heard?
Season, top end of the officiating.
Listen, don't even talk about the Knicks. We gonna leave the Knicks out of this tonight. It's not the Knicks ain't playing tonight. We're not gonna have no Knicks slander tonight. You heard? We gonna leave that alone.
Hit one by the Spurs, and here we go. Julian Scampini.
Continuation of game 5 for.
Y'all see how it started off already. Them boys is playing, you heard?
From deep, Chet Holmgren on the outside. Spurs have gotten off to some really, really good starts in this series. McCain sees 2. Kept the dribble alive. Hartenstein's patented shot that he just hits with ridiculous regularity.
And he is doing it consistently, no issues. Even though he's shooting higher, he is knocking it down.
I'm on McCain keeping his dribble, getting into the paint, collapsing that defense.
Wembanyama gonna look from deep. Didn't hit one in game 5. Hits his first in game 6.
And no hesitation, Jamal.
He has to be aggressive, Reg. Whenever he's aggressive, it sets the tone for his team.
Y'all see what's going on. Y'all see what's going on.
McCain attacking Fox. He had space because Wemby was away. Comes over to get a block. Kept alive to Holmgren for 3. Fight for that rebound. It'll go to the Spurs.
And it's something to pay attention to is even though J-Dub is back in the lineup, he is not starting. They do not want to disrupt the flow this young team had last game.
Wembanyama called for that right away. He got it. An Oklahoma City timeout. Less than 90 seconds in.
Timeout. Less than 90 seconds into the game, they had to call a timeout.
The Thunder, the reason why Wemby has shown up from behind the arc, and of course, roaming the defense with the block shot. No hesitation.
Yo, Wemby the only one that could save him. He got to make all his shots.
For the Spurs.
And I know everything that shine ain't always gonna be gold. Hey, I'll be fine once I get it. I'll be good. I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything that shine ain't always gonna be gold. Hey, I'll be fine once I get it. nothing. You don't really care about the trials of tomorrow. Rather lay awake in the bed full of sorrow.
Last t-shirt, Spurs fans. Who wants it?
Back in action after the timeout. Stephon Castle assisting on all 3 field goals for the Spurs. Hartenstein rolls. Lou Dort from the corner. Knocks down that 3. Dort got off the schneid a bit in game 5 as he hit a 3-pointer in the first half of that one.
And you got to give Coach Degnaud and the staff credit for that. After timeout play, knew where the open shot would be.
Castle, good patience in the paint.
Well, because you're so worried about the lob to Victor on that side screen and roll. That's just a straight path to the cup.
Spurs have made all 4 field goals. Hartenstein, another one. Push shot, rattles around and goes down.
But you see what OKC did. They brought both bigs up in that 45 action as well. They took a page out of San Antonio's book and brought 2 bigs up in the pick and roll.
Just an intended approach. Wembanyama grabbing this game with much more force early on. Guarded by Dort, clock at 6. Taking his time, Holmgren lurking. Vasella 3. First miss by the Spurs. Hartenstein on the glass. He's been terrific. Top rebounder of the series. Holmgren attacking in the paint with Wembanyama there. Trying to wrap around. Hartenstein blocked by Wemby, his second.
Chet's got to shoot the basketball when he gets into the paint.
Champagnie. After hitting their first 4, Spurs have missed their next 2. Thunder a good start, 3 of 6 in the field. Neither team has turned it over. There was a problem at the start of game 5 both ways. Dort, usually not from that part of the court with his 3s. Mostly the corner 3s. And Vassell. Holmgren sends him away. Aaron Fox trying to get his field goal percentage up. Off the window, no. Champagnie, nice shot fake. Still 7 to shoot. Wembanyama's got both bigs on that side. Swing it, Champagnie, not a clean catch and a travel. So here's Wembanyama and the look. Look at his hair there for game 5. And if this is a business decision, it's all about business. Haircut, tightened up, ready to roll for game 6. And pregame, there was Wembanyama. This is before the first whistle to get things started tonight. We saw the vocal leadership on the bench during game 5 when they were in trouble. There you see it start game 6.
Love the consistency from Wemby.
Another one from Hartenstein. This one is off. Gilgeous-Alexander, no attempts in the first 4 minutes.
And that was a couple feet outside the comfort range of Hartenstein.
Space so you can work.
Gilgeous-Alexander the pitch. Dort bumped by Champagnie. And there is the foul, the first one in this game. 4:20 in.
I like this. Cleared everyone out. Was able to see if and when the double team was
to win this game, and Coach Johnson said he's a guy who wants the moment. He wants to be at the center stage in the biggest moment. He and the group have shown the response in the big moments, and they hope they can do it again.
Rich Scouts was counting on that. Mark Daigneault's counting on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Reads the room temperature for how often he has to shoot. Knocks his first one down. Jalen Williams came in. Wembanyama shoots over him. His first miss, and McCain the board, not J-Dub, the All-NBA performer. But this Jalen Williams had a good series. McCain going quick, couldn't get his balance. Dort trying to draw the chip, did not. Wemby sees three, finds Castle. A lot of bodies down and a foul call. Jalen Williams foul.
Here's the turnover from McCain, and it's off to the races here. Thought this was going to be one of those Wemby finishes. Nice transition defense early on by the Thunder, but you've got to secure the rebound. There's the block on the backside from Dort, right into the hands of Castle.
Castle will come to the free throw line, where he's been quite good in this series, 30 of 35.
And guys, that's going to be something to watch. And we were speaking with Coach Daigneault ahead of time. Transition defense, he believes, especially the Spurs in this building, Jamal, they run much faster. They get out and transition more. The live ball turnover right there by McCain. So transition defense is going to be huge here if the Thunder want to end this series.
The Spurs play fast at home. They already took out Fox to get him a sub and get these guys where they're not getting winded with the pace they want to play at.
Dylan Harper guarding Alex Caruso. Both came in at that whistle. Caruso dribble kept alive. Castle closes out Williams. Still 8 to shoot. Vassell defends the back-to-back MVP. Gilgeous-Alexander toe on the tape. It's a 2. It's good. They call it a 3 live. We'll see if they go back and look at it. Vassell lost a block for Wemby. Holmgren. The weak side defense is his strength. He read it. Turns them over. Williams to the corner. Caruso. This is the 3. Wembanyama has it to lead the break. Harper's first. Wide left. Dort gets to the middle, shoots quick before Wembanyama gets up. Wemby's up ahead of the field. For the Thunder, good transition. Dean Dort took it away.
Dort was on the backside, and Wemby did not see him when he came to a jump stop. He came around the outside for that steal. Great anticipation there by Dort.
All even at 14.
The Spurs might be going home, man.
Caruso guarding Castle. Wembanyama now trying to post up on Jalen Williams. Catches outside the paint. Castle late clock, got to shoot. And after the good start, the Spurs have gone cold. They've only made 1 of their last 7.
Cold.
And we've got a whistle. With a change on the 3 to a 2. Yep. That's the one we called. His toe is on the tape. It's a 2 with nothing going on. Just a half-court advance. Stop the game. The blue light comes on, not the green.
Oh, you have that Hawkeye. I mean, you saw it before anybody else did. Reggie's over here throwing up 3.
I'm going with Tyler Ford.
He's with Tyler Ford.
All right.
It was right under my nose.
That's why you're NBA award winner.
Okay.
You do right from the start.
That was last game. Turn over here. Wembanyama's going to check out. As the Thunder have turned it over.
SGA, 6 turnovers in Game 5. Again, he's going to be the primary ball handler here. On the road, it's all about possessions.
With Cornet in, double screen at the top. Thunder wanted to call on that, but Vassell hits the 3. Dort, quick triple. Rebound Holmgren, no Wemby. They look to go inside. Holmgren is fouled.
I ain't gonna lie, this fouling shit, these refs, bro, they be gamers, man.
The Keldon Johnson first.
Here's the difference. Wemby on and off the floor. Offensive rebounding possibilities. Chet getting in the middle of it. And here's Vassell. This is the guy you talked about, Jamal, in your open. Being one of those guys that's going to be an X factor in that starting lineup.
You have to be a fearless shooter in this situation. You give your team confidence. This is not even about you making or missing all the time. Give them confidence. Be who you are. You can be that puncher who can knock somebody out at times if you can hit 3, 4, 5 threes.
It's got Casey Wallace and Caruso both off the bench in the game with him now, as Holmgren makes that second free throw. Wallace has started during the year. He started 58 games for this OKC team. Now coming off the bench as McCain has started. Vassell.
I mean, these are rhythm threes for Vassell. Again, that 45 action up top. Anytime that Harper can get downhill into the paint, collapse that defense, something special is going to happen for San Antonio.
Get it out of SGA's hands and punch it out of bounds. Thunderball, half a shot clock left.
SGA was telling Chet, one dribble to his right, he has Jalen Williams wide open for a three.
Well, Chet was thinking, let me attack the basket because there's no Wemby in there, and here comes J-Dub.
Yep. So Jalen Williams, his fourth year in Santa Clara, the left hamstring injury that he had early in the playoffs, missed the entire Lakers series. Zora detailed the injury in game 2 of this series. He comes back into the lineup. You get a 17-point-a-game score to return.
And another ball handler. See, this takes a lot of pressure off SGA to control the game.
And you get a guy who scored 40 in a finals game last year against the Pacers. No moment too big. Gilgeous-Alexander's off. The rebound by Fox is back in. Vassell. This move from the top. Caruso's quick hand knocked it away. Johnson. The Spurs are 6 of 11 from 3. Caruso. Nobody stopped the ball, and Caruso's got 2.
Well, Cornette could not stop the ball because he was scared of Hartenstein getting that offensive rebound, so it gave Caruso a free run to the basket. Good D right there by Wallace.
Jason Wallace takes it away. J-Dub runs down the left side. Hartenstein gets it to him. That left leg wrapped up with that hamstring injury. Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. It's off. Rebound by Harper. Harper accelerates at Wallace. Wallace gets hands in there to tie it up, and he takes it away. 2-on-1. SGA and Caruso. Vassell with a good defense, and he kept it alive. Boy, Vassell's playing a quarter. Harper lines it up. Knocks it down.
Effort plays. Devin Vassell not giving up on that layup by SGA and tips it off after that.
J-Dub gets fouled by Harper.
A young mistake by Harper right there after making a big-time three-pointer. Fouling the guy who's been out a while. You do not want to give him rhythm. But if you watch the defense by the Spurs, great defense by Vassell to challenge the 2-on-1. Extra effort plays. Leads to Harper, who they need desperately to knock down shots. Big-time 3 by Harper.
And obscene gestures are subject to ejection and arrest. Please report any such behavior to the nearest usher, security, or guest services staff member. Thank you, and enjoy the game. How would you like to help the community and a chance to win thousands of dollars during tonight's game? If the answer is, of course, get your tickets now for today's 50-50 raffle, presented by Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino and Hotel. Half the proceeds each night go to Spurs here, will then invest that back into the South Texas community. The other half could be yours. Scan the QR code now to get your 50-50 raffle tickets, and good luck.
music? You know what to do, bailamos. It's time to dance the cumbia can.
¿Nota la diferencia?
Es el Mazore.
Siempre la misma situación. Cuando paso por mi chava para salir a pasear, piensa que cualquier detalle la ridiculizará. Que la falda está muy corta, que prefiere un pantalón. Con esa minifalda pensarán que es de lo peor. Tiene muy grande su boca, con ese lápiz labial. Va de nuevo el tocador y se lo tiene que cambiar. Color de los zapatos no va nada con el top. Una blusa más clarita le combinaría mejor. Y las manos no le lucen con uñas a la altura. Va corriendo por esmalte, se le hace que se pintar. Y en San Marcos, Angélica Barba, el saludo.
We take a look at tonight's DraftKings player tracker, watching the assist for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's a good series with the helpers. And Stephon Castle, DraftKings, #1 sportsbook for live betting. Get in on the action, download the app, and use promo code DUNK when you sign up. SGA so far 1 assist. And Castle has been very good with the helpers, 5 so far. Matter of fact, 9 field goals for the Spurs. They've assisted on 7 of them. As Jalen Williams comes back for his first points in a few games, here's Zora.
I asked SGA, when is he going to think he's had a good game in this series? And he answered with, when I had a good game. But of course, we know he's had an impact on this series. Coach Daigneault said his fingerprints are on everything. He wants to play perfect basketball. And guys, Coach compared him to Socrates.
He did. It's in-depth and it's always good stuff. That one was a special one, but that's the way they feel about his way to read the game, not force it, and still end up having a huge imprint on it. Jalen Williams, all-star, 3rd-team All-NBA, back in the lineup off the bench, gets a point on that trip. Thunder have not led. De'Aaron Fox, who's been working through an ankle injury for most of this series. Hartenstein was holding Fournette. And it's the second foul of this quarter on OKC.
And with Wemby on the bench for extended time now, De'Aaron Fox kind of needs to get going offensively here. See both guys being held here. Nonetheless, foul on Hartenstein.
And the angle, he caught the second of the holds, right?
They always catch the second, Mike.
Right. So much clutching and grabbing inside Harper. Quick elevation. You can see how strong he is.
And you expect to see both big guys, Hartenstein and Fournette, involved in action to get great opportunities for their teams.
There's a hand. SGA tries to lob for Hartenstein. Beautifully read by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Page out of the Spurs book on those side pick and rolls. Hartenstein with a nice finish.
Wembanyama back in next, dead ball. They were up 1 when he went out. They're up 8 now. Champagnie turned away. Keldon Johnson goes strong inside to finish.
Good cut right there by Johnson. You also have value being a cutter because you have to be accounted for.
4 Spurs have 5 or more points in this first quarter. So they've answered the bell in this elimination opener. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to turn. Does it hits. Six field goal attempts in this first quarter for SGA. He's got a half dozen points. Steve Hartenstein lobs it to Fournette. Just couldn't get control of it at the rim. Caruso, Hartenstein's screen wasn't ready to shoot. Bob's pushing J-Dub. Williams lost it, out of bounds. That's rust right there, right?
That's rust. And whenever the first thing you lose with rust is your handle. You always lose your handle first, and then you try to get back to it. But if you look, Shan Penny knocking down the three. Victor Wembanyama knocking down three. Vassell knocking down threes. Dylan Harper, who they need, knocking down threes. And then he says a prayer, and it wasn't to the nuns. He absolutely said, Lord, send me a sign. He made a three. He needed it.
Well, the sisters are here.
Yes. Again. Well, they're not from this no more.
Wembanyama back in. Stephon Castle came in. Fox, Kenrich Williams just off the bench fighting for it on the deck. And those two will jump it up with a 4-inch size advantage for Kenrich Williams.
You know, it's going to be so important, and we've already seen this in this first quarter. Both coaches, almost like in hockey, line changes, keeping fresh bodies on the floor here.
As advertised, there are the Salesian Sisters of St. John Bosco. Came before Game 4, had a blessing for Luke Cornett on the sideline. Cornett had his best game of the series. Of course, they were invited back for 6. Wembanyama, a three! A third triple in this first quarter.
A step-back three triple.
SGA off the rim, no. Spurs going for the 2-for-1. Hartenstein foul. His second.
I mean, look at the separation created there by Wemby. That's his third triple of this first quarter. What a start for Wemby. 11 points, double digits here in the first, and just set the tone for these Spurs.
First foul in the last 2 minutes. Record-setting three-point quarter for the Spurs. 8 threes here in the first. The most in the play-by-play era going back to the late 90s. Is there another one? Fox lines it up. Air ball. Penny saves it. 1 second difference in the clock. Wemby. Castle. Got it. Just beat the clock. Williams long heave ends this first quarter. The Spurs outscore Oklahoma City by 13 on the strength of those 8 threes. After winning Game 6, San Antonio by 13 at the Western Conference Finals. Our coverage presented by DraftKings Sportsbook.
That combines power, balancing, and nerves of steel. The amazing Owen Sanchez.
Spurs family, it's time for one of our favorite games. It's the AGB Beach Ball Mania. This is David. He drove all the way up from Laredo to spend time with you here tonight. David, you got 45 seconds to catch those AGB beach balls from the sky. For everyone that you catch, we're going to give you some cash. You ready to do it? All right, let's do it. Let's cheer them on. Here we go. In 1, 2, 3, go! All right, here comes that first one. It is a red ball. It is worth $50. Of course, he has to put it in the AGB grocery cart. Now, here comes a white one. He got another red one in there. The red and white one. The red and white one. Concentrate. Boom! $250! Here comes the black and silver. Oh, that's going to double whatever he has at the end. He's doing well. I'll tell you what, I'm going to call him Butter because he is on a roll. He's got 8 seconds left. Oh, he's going to double fist it right here. 4, 3, 2, 1. He caught it. Go ahead and put it in the bin. Go ahead and put it in the basket. Then come on over here, David. You did really, really well. Now, David, I've been doing this for 18 years. You are one of the top performers. You got $900. Well done, my guy. Of course, this is brought to you by our excellent friends, our partners at HEB, where here, everything is better.
Can you Well, this story, the back end of the Game 5 Thunder win in Oklahoma City. Victor Wembanyama, as the other bigs went in there, hard foul was the message sent to Mason Plumlee, Bismack Biyombo, and you saw just that. That Plumlee foul to McCain was upgraded to a flagrant one after review by the league yesterday. And there were words and conversation, tone set, been clean so far. We haven't seen many hard fouls, haven't seen many fouls, by the way. And also after Game 5, Wembanyama did not speak with the media, and he received a warning, not a fine for that, which has happened before when players have had their first offense of not speaking to the media after a playoff game. They get you updated on everything that happened at the end of 5. New stories being written here in Game 6. But San Antonio's threes and their energy and their defense. The 13-point lead to start the second.
And J-Dub already out the game, so you see he's playing in 3-minute bursts.
Wembanyama is just one big burst here tonight. He's got 13.
But again, where has he established himself? Yes, he's made the threes, but now that has loosened it up so he can get into the paint. Nice back cut there by Chet.
And he sees Castle and Wembanyama. Somebody open somewhere. Swing finds Caruso inside for 2.
Good take by Caruso, going off the right leg, was able to work around. And this time the defenders jump. Nice finish.
He's got 4. Remember, he did not score here in Game 4. Came back with 22 points in Game 5. He's guarding the veteran Harrison Barnes and picks up the foul.
This is the flexibility that Wemby always shows you, right? And there was a little McCain trying to create space, just couldn't do it. But look at the spin move, and how about this, Jamal? Beautiful left finish off the glass.
And that Reg's 5th made field goal, already more than the 4 he made in all of Game 5. Fox has got to go. Clock at 4 from deep. They crashing the glass. You know it's a Game 6. 4 bodies around the rim. McCain looking to heat up. He gets hot fast. He is microwave-like. Wembanyama's going to step into one. Discard of Castle as Holmgren rebounds. Fans want a call. They get none. Holmgren the pitch. McCain looking for the basket again. Haitian Wallace. Wembanyama comes over. Swats it away again.
That weak side help.
Holmgren challenges Castle. He's called for the foul. First on Chet. It's officially the 2nd block, by the way, on Wembanyama on the other end of that trip. Ended with just the 1 in the first quarter. Blocks it with his forearm sometimes. Block up to 58 blocks on the season. You see Jalen Williams checking out the jaw.
Well, look, now you've got all the Thunder thinking about every time they get into the paint, where's number 1? And now they're hesitating, making bad decisions.
Free throw attempts 3 and 4 for Stephon Castle. Championship level player. We talk about these guys playing their first elimination game in the NBA. Of course, he played plenty of them on the national championship run with UConn a few seasons back. Number 4 overall pick in the draft 2 years ago. The Rookie of the Year. Dylan Harper hounding Caruso. Got rid of it. Wild shot as Wembanyama came over. Caruso wanted the foul. Castle tries the wild finish. Couldn't do it. Got to bounce off him.
And after this series is over, either way, this is those young plays you'll see. But if you watch, Castle gets J. Will right in the cheek.
It's all lined up. Shot almost lined up. Holmgren inside. Wembanyama went to get it, not pacing Wallace down. Wallace just kind of smiles and laughs.
Chet doing a good job on the board now. He's up to 5 of them. Nice offensive rebounding right there.
Wembanyama the screen, the roll. Caruso gets in front of Champagny. Clock at 5, Wemby wants to go. Trying to draw the foul, it's going to be on the deck. Here on Williams, Jalen Williams 2nd. Holmgren got the hand in the back, and Wembanyama the takeout.
That's a good no call, though. Holmgren didn't foul. He just touched. Play on. In the words of the great Reginald Miller, play on.
Play on.
Harper.
And letting the start here by Dylan Harper. Don't know if it was fatigue or that leg was bothering him, but what a great start offensively.
Deficit, they just keep chipping away. Down 11 right now.
Spurs fans, make some noise for your Spurs Hype Squad.
She moves her body like a cyclone, and she makes me wanna do it all night long. Going hard when they turn the spotlights on, because she moves her body like a cyclone, just like a cyclone. She moves her body like a cyclone, and she makes me wanna do it all night long. Going hard when they turn the spotlights on, because she moves her body like a cyclone, a mighty cyclone.
Now look at that dumper on the back of that bumper. She ain't even playing when she shaking that rumpa. And oh, you ain't know, she get lower than a muffler. Even with a girlfriend, show stopping with a hustler. The way she move her poppy, boy, you better run for cover.
She moves her body like a cyclone, and she makes me wanna do it all night long. Going hard when they turn the spotlights on, because she moves her body like a cyclone, just like a cyclone. She moves her body like a cyclone, and she makes me wanna do it all night long. Going hard when they turn the spotlights on, because she moves her body like a cyclone, a mighty cyclone.
Shawty got look, shawty got class, shawty got hip, shawty got. When she hit the stage, she drop it down low like.
Give it up one more time for your Spurs Hype Squad, presented by Planet Fitness.
Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody right now, hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Right now, hands up, hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody right now, hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Right now.
Yo, DJ, pump this party. Yo, DJ, pump this party. Yo, DJ, pump this party. Pump this party. Pump this party. Yo.
Reminder, just a few weeks away, that great music means one thing. Our national championship, the U.S. Open, from beautiful Shinnecock out on Long Island on NBC, Peacock, and NBC SN. J.J. Spawn, the defending champ. I know the best stick in the building right here is that guy. That's Alex Caruso without the headband, playing in the American Century Championship out in Lake Tahoe. Handicap, just about a 3. Really strong game. He says after the season, it's a little bit of rest and start working on the short game. I was trying to ask Alex basketball questions, and all he was doing was talking golf. Wedges, short game. He's a terrific player. Look forward to seeing him in that American Century, which is the week before the Open Championship. So many great athletes playing that out in Lake Tahoe. Spurs are plus 11 here in Game 6. Castle working inside. And Holmgren the rebound. McCain, second straight game for the start. Not bashful to take the shots. His fourth, he has 5 points.
You see the Spurs are trying to attack Jared McCain every single time with some type of screen and roll to create offense. And McCain saying, I'm going to be as aggressive as I can while I'm out here. The game of chess.
Castle, good fake to the left. 3 up Harper. Clock at 5. Caruso closing in. Good defense. Better offense.
Couldn't have guarded any better than that. Again, the rookie showing he's ready for the big-time moment.
Jason Wallace responds with a 3 and a word for the San Antonio bench.
Wondering if the Thunder, though, can they string some stops together? Right now, the Spurs trading baskets with them.
Shooting 53% here, Reg, in this first half. Champagnie, Peace, Holmgren gets the block. Bob to Chet running the floor, no Wemby, so they go inside. Holmgren gets it to go.
OKC just always has the answers, right? They can go on a defensive run, they can go on an offensive run. That's what champions do.
Vassell keeps the hot shooting going. 10 of 19 from 3 are the Spurs here in Game 6. Williams wide open look.
And those are the threes you need on the road here. We know how Jay Will has been at home, and yet he had that huge Game 3 here from 3.
Castle really strong with the ball to keep it. This is the 3. Back comes Holmgren. Mason Wallace rattles one in. So Oklahoma City digging their way back into this one.
But McCain should get credit for that shot because the way he cut, left the corner defender to help.
Now here on the outside, on the Thunder.
I don't know why they wouldn't switch that with Champagnie. Everyone's wondering what kind of response we would get from the Defensive Player of the Year. Well, it's been his offense tonight. So aggressive. 8 field goal attempts already, 13 points. And oh, by the way, yes, his defense has showed up as well.
He comes back in, so does J-Dub, Jalen Williams. The foul on Holmgren was his second. It's the 4th team foul on the Thunder, none on the Spurs. As we approach the halfway mark here in quarter number 2. Couple of screens at the top. Sends Harper to the basket. And Dylan Harper's having a Game 6, already a dozen points. Alexander has a half dozen so far. Lob Hartenstein. Got it up quick before Wemby was up. Harper to the net. Keeps it alive. De'Aaron Fox. Nothing there. Harper joins the play. Rook feeling it. Finding fellow rookie Bryant. Around it goes to Wembanyama. Works his way. Strolls inside for 2. And a Thunder timeout.
Yeah, Wemby definitely be moving in slow motion. What in the world was that?
You watch Dylan Harper. We've been calling for him to show up to the party, attacking the basket.
First time, look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody seems so famous. My tummy's turning and I'm everybody seems so famous. My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kind of homesick. Too much pressure and I'm nervous. That's when the taxi man turned on the radio and the Jay-Z song was on. And the Jay-Z song was on. And the Jay-Z song was on. So I put my hands up to play my song. The butterflies fly away. Nodding my head like yeah, moving my hips like yeah. Got my hands up to play my song. I know I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, it's a party in the USA. Yeah, it's a party in the USA. Get to the club in my taxi cab. Everybody's looking at me now. Like, who's that chick that's rockin' kicks? She gotta be from out of town. So hard with my girls on around me. It's definitely not a Nashville party. Cause all I see is the letters. I guess I never got the memo. My tummy's
That's nice. Spurs might take this game. I ain't gonna lie. I hope they do though. I really hope they do. So my New York Knicks can get some rest.
Tonight's aerial coverage is provided by Flyhouse. You look at downtown, framed in the foreground, the Alamo Dome, where the NBA Finals were played when the Knicks and Spurs met in 1999. NBA Finals will begin Wednesday, June 3rd on ABC. And the Finals will be hosted by the Western Conference champion, better record than the Knicks, who breezed through their Eastern Conference final to beat Cleveland. They got back to work practicing today, awaiting an opponent for Wednesday. Spurs lead here by 10, trying to force a Game 7, which will be on Saturday night in Oklahoma City. Wemby from the elbow, got it again.
That's where he can be so deadly. Little fake handoff there on the give and go, and he's right at the elbow to raise up above you.
It's the first Spurs title of the 5, won in 99, won it in 5 at Madison Square Garden. J-Dub back on the floor to the other Jalen Williams. It is a Jalen Williams assisting Jalen Williams scored field goal.
Nice job, though, by the Spurs running them off the three-point line, though.
And Jay Wills guarding Wemby. And Victor is making sure it goes through his hands here tonight. Missed that one. And the Thunder on the board down 10.
Carter Bryant in the game just for this, to guard SGA and try to make things tough for him.
Jordan from the outside. That's off, and Harper gets the rebound. Here we are, elimination game. Spurs have 2 rookies on the floor. Wemby.
Oh, it's right on, too.
He thought he made it, Rich.
Y'all okay with that shot?
Absolutely. Any shot with him right now. Be aggressive. I think it sets the tone, and it puts him in the mindset he needs.
3 of 6 from deep. On the handoff. Jay Will to J-Dub. It's out of bounds. Actually was caught on the sideline by a guy named Jalen Williams. No, it wasn't. I just... there are too many here.
Man, look at the length there on that deflection by Wemby.
You all looked at me like I was serious. I did. I knew the dude's name down there.
Look at the pressure on SGA. Everything is difficult 40 feet away from the rim.
And late clock too, Rich.
And shot clock violation.
Ugly. That was an ugly shot.
0-0.
The defense of the Spurs,
they have
answered the bell here in this first half of the ball.
They have, and they know their defense is everything to them. It fuels their offense. Great job so far by the Spurs.
With those stats, Gilgeous-Alexander's -17. Spurs have outscored him by 17 when he's been on the floor. The rookie Bryant off on the 3 and on the fight for the board.
I don't know why he took that shot.
Down the other way, Thunder ball.
Get him off the court.
Gordon Castle. Promise you, neither will back down. Those are 2 dudes.
Those are 2 dudes that could be
playing
football like on Sunday as well.
Yes, they could. Strong, thick, quick, athletic, talented. Carter Bryant runs through Jalen Williams. He picks
Get him
up
off
the
the
foul.
court,
Over
man.
Mitch Johnson. And his coach says it's okay. That's fine.
Taking crazy ass shots.
Again, too, so why not?
Getting crazy ass fouls. It's a liability right now.
With those kind of plays from Carter Bryant as a rookie, you can live with being aggressive defensively.
Jalen Williams back out. Over 3-ish minute stint. Chet Holmgren back in. Fans chant Slopper. MVP misses the 3. Fox secures it between 2 defenders. Hassel finds Bryant out of the corner.
And this is why Mitch Johnson and his coaching staff love the ability by Carter Bryant.
Man, I used to be able to jump like that when I was up on the 8-feet dunker.
And Vassell does the same. And he barks at Holmgren. Gotta be careful here not to get a tee.
This is the second time Vassell has been a rim protector.
Getting crazy.
Open court on the break there, contesting that SGA layup and then blocking it out that led to that Dylan Harper 3. Look at Vassell. He is this place.
He's turned up. He's turned up, Red.
He is. Here's the official.
There's the block. And James Williams, veteran official, just came, said, hey, you just got to be careful here. You calm down. That yapping after the play happens.
Oh, he's still going. He's still going. And I love it. Yes.
Dort out. Casey Wallace in.
Yo, that's what the Cavs were supposed to do. They did not do this.
We're trying to
Cavs
get free
disappointed.
up the cell. Restraining him from a cut. Bryant right up to Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at this Spurs defense. SGA shot fake. Caruso late block. Big three. Big three.
That is huge. That is absolutely huge.
Wembanyama right into Jalen Williams. No whistle either way. Vassell. Look at the bodies down. Like every trip. We got 3 down here to the right. And the Thunder calmly bring it to the front court.
Oh, you're going to have to play through contact tonight. These officials letting a lot go.
Kessel with the foul. And that was right after we got under 2 minutes. And there's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Still never got back to this dunk.
Oh, man, what a finish by Corona Centennial's finest right there. Caruso, shot clock running down. Another 3 here. He has been almost automatic here in these conference finals from downtown.
Tyler Ford just came out and told Carter Bryant, guarding SGA, on down. Spurs really ratcheting it up. Defense and intensity. Bryant stays in front of SGA. Step back.
Oh, man, he had to work for that. He had to work for that. Great D by the Rook. Better roll by the MVP.
Wembanyama for another 3.
Oh, man, he is locked and loaded.
More bodies down. It's going to go the other way. It's going to be a foul on Bryant. The shot should count.
They got the nuns out again.
And then the foul.
Yo, the nuns got to keep coming to the game.
That's going to be on Bryant.
Spurs to
We're
win.
going to get a review here. We'll see where the call goes. The left corner. There's the Bryant. There you go.
Oh, that might be upgraded.
Yep, it sure might.
We trying to walk us.
Again, the conversation is it a flagrant foul, so they will go to the monitor, check with the replay center.
They trying to kill that man, you heard?
Bryant, the play is under review to see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
So you look for the severity of the contact.
Say get him out of there.
Basketball play. We don't have wind-up, impact, and follow-through here. It's with the body you do. Usually you talk about that with the arm.
Now, somewhere in the back, you know, Mike Tomlin, who was here, who's now one of our partners for NFL and NBC. And
he'll be on Football Night in America with Maria.
He's probably back there applauding Carter Bryant, saying that's the kind of play we needed in Pittsburgh last year, Jamal.
Hey,
I
he's
ain't gonna
playing
lie,
with
that's why I just said
That's right.
Right? But this is where
bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like a bull.
There's 2 in the ball. Could be a 5-point trip here for Oklahoma City. And you see the shot at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I understand the fans are trying to carry the flop narrative, but this is
this a flop, really, people?
Really?
Yo, boy.
Pretty obvious.
Oh, come on, people. Calm
down. He trying to take him out. Yo, good job, yo. Get rid of him before they get to the Knicks, yo.
With Mitch Johnson.
Get him out of
he
here.
said, look, this is a rookie, 15th overall pick, and we've asked him to guard Ant-Man. We've asked him to guard Denny Avdia in this series. We've asked him to guard veteran, really good, all-NBA level scorers. And just give me like 5 minutes, a half, of what you're seeing right now. And he's been doing that.
And think about it, there's only a handful of rookies that were really playing in the postseason.
Yes.
Right? And they have 2 of them on their team that play pretty big minutes. We know Dylan Harper, obviously he was all rookie team. But Dylan Harper, Carter Bryant, since really February, started to gain more minutes in time because of the trust that he put on during his off time. He earned the trust of this coaching staff.
So again, wind up, impact, and follow through is what the buzzwords are. So that left elbow is really what you're looking at with those 3 things. Load up, and not wind up in that case, impact, and then is there follow through on it. And these 3 officials, all 3 of whom are crew chiefs during the regular season, discussing it. I think this may be an F1 and come down here for 2 free throws and the ball for Oklahoma City because of that arm extension there. Of course, it was called on the floor loose ball foul, so that would get the free throws on the other side. The question is, do you have the follow-through on that with these veteran officials? Here's Zach.
After review, it's been determined that the forearm of Carter Bryant does not extend and is not in a high place. Therefore, the ruling on the floor is a common foul. There is no windup and no follow-through here. It's 2 shots for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Common foul on Bryant.
And I love the explanation, too. It was not in a high place, right? It feels like it may have been a different outcome if it was higher up. And that's the explanation.
This is a big minute and a half either way. If you're the Spurs, this goodwill you have of being up double digits most of the game, you want to keep that. If you're the Thunder, you want to chop this thing down and get to 6 or less going into halftime.
Gilgeous-Alexander makes his free throw. All you young folks out there want to be great, and you talk about all your moves and everything you do, your handles, all that stuff. Don't forget this stuff. The MVP is 50 of 52 at the line during this series. And Victor Wembanyama has been outstanding at the line throughout as well. None tonight. He's 42 of 46.
When you start talking handles, I thought you was taking shots at me.
No. I'm saying, in addition to that, handle yourself to the free throw line and make your 100.
Rappers get on the song with each other and be throwing shots standing next to each other. I thought that's what you was doing, Mike.
Right here with the pal. We've had so much fun doing this. 8-point game. Final minute 20. Fox. Wemby over Williams. Rebound by Wallace. The one stop there for the Thunder. They're making a 5-point game. Wallace does.
No hesitation by Wallace. He is perfect tonight. 11 points, 3 of 3 from 3, 4-4 overall.
Just like that, from 10 to 5. Important trip here. Lots of Wemby. Got Bobby on the way up. Good defense by the Thunder.
Jamal, that lob was a little bit too late. It should have been earlier.
Looking bad
but look right now, the Thunder are walking down the Spurs to end this quarter.
Chance for a 2-for-1 here. It's GA. Sees 2. Bench Wallace. One more. Williams. It's the 3. 6 seconds the difference game in shot clock.
Yeah, but quality look there by Williams in the corner.
No fouls to give either way. Spurs lost a little of their momentum here in the last 2 minutes. Fox and Wembanyama pick and roll. Fox turns. Wemby follows. 5.5.
It's like 3 people open.
Gilgeous-Alexander takes as long as he can to pick it up. Then attacks at the basket. Tried to scoop, didn't get it. And a long heave by Stephon Castle ends this first half. The Spurs shoot 49% from the field, hit 11 threes in that half. Wembanyama already has more points tonight than he had all of Game 5. Here's Ashley.
All right, Dylan, 12 points off the bench for you. How are you finding ways to be impactful so far in this game?
Just being myself. I mean, teammates put me in great positions, and I just try to take advantage of them.
You guys have started fast before, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish. What do you need to do to keep the momentum going for you guys to start the third?
Just playing our game. Most importantly, keeping up with the energy and just, no matter what, just double down on being us.
And thanks so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Mike.
Ashley, thank you. Vince Carter's right here. He wants to talk at halftime. He's talking to us. He's going to talk to Maria, Bello, and T-Mac. American Express at the half coming up. At the break, the Spurs lead by 7.
Where can you see the top 10 NBA plays of the week? Only here in our Courtside Countdown.
Barnes taking just 2 shots already in 9 minutes. Drives on Brunson, gets inside. Blocked by Robinson.
And that is just an impressive block. That's that backline defense that Brunson does a good job of not fouling.
Mitchell Robinson waited as long as he had to. Back to Mobley behind the arc. Fakes, drives on Robinson, gets inside, and the slam. Evan Mobley with a beautiful play.
Evan Mobley has every tool in his offensive bag in order to get things done.
Bodies down. Johnson goes inside. So Wemby That's the way to get going. Alley-oop dunk. Johnson attacking. Robs to the wemby. Slams it down.
The defense shifted side to side. Johnson can play and attack the basket. Throw it up late for Wemby.
SGA took him deep. And Gilbert Alexander hits his second field goal in 7th drop.
Oh, my goodness.
Hopping on a dime.
Hurt Wemby. Let's do a G-step.
Mitchell to Strus. Thought about a three, now drives, goes inside, blocked by Towns. Towns tries a three-pointer, puts it in.
Karl Anthony Towns, a block and a bucket. Big sequence for the big man in a 19-point lead.
SBA wants it. Stop it, SBA.
SBA is on the roll right now.
Another turnover. Anunoby, Brunson, alley-oop, and Anunoby with the slam.
Anunoby gets the steal, bounce pass to Brunson, alley-oop, back to Anunoby with a right-hand stuff. And the Knicks fans oohing and eyeing on the road here in Cleveland. It's a 24-point lead.
Rough, tough, thick, and physical. McCain has his arm. Oh! It fucks his arm, and he scored anyway! Do-si-do for a deuce.
Oh, that kind of throws it up, right, guys? And one. He knew exactly what it was. SGA likes it.
He's got more attention. Oh, my goodness! Stephon Castle! Welcome to this earth!
Oh, my goodness! You can see it a mile away, Red. He gets that launcher pad.
Cassell. Wembanyama. I think he's going to go. I think he's going to go from midcourt.
Wemby with 3 at half court. He's going to pull a half court jumper. Hit it at the horn!
American Express at the half.
So in an elimination game with their backs against the wall, Victor Wembanyama wills his team to a lead at half, 60-53, knocked down 4 threes in that first half on his way to 22 points. Let's get into our Game You Can Trust presented by American Express. Compare Wemby from all of Game 5 to just the first half of tonight. Mitch Johnson said he's got to shoot it more than 15 times. Check, he shot at 16. He's got to score more than 20 points. Check, check, he's got 22 points in the first half, which is exactly how many points he had in Game 4 when the Spurs went on to get the victory. We are back here courtside. Maria Taylor, the Hall of Famers, Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady. Let's get right back into it. Victor Wembanyama in the first half showing everything that you demanded of him in the pregame show.
Yes, we also said he must be aggressive and set the tone and get in the paint, and he did just that. When he caught the ball, it was zero hesitation right here. That was in rhythm. I know we wanted him to get in paint, but it's in rhythm. It wasn't zero hesitation. Here, 5 guys are looking at you. Let's not settle. Get into the paint. They take it away, but you know what? He has the ability to shoot that fadeaway. He was working on it before the game. Here's another one. Okay, I'm feeling good. Now this is the heat check, 26 feet. You see it from there. Step back, fadeaway. Nothing but buckets. Now, the one thing I'm not liking, later on in the second quarter, he's now catching. Doesn't see any driving lanes, and he's just pulling up. I think he needs to make his decision quick, fast, in a hurry, get to it or get off of it.
Well, I think the team, San Antonio, has to do a better job of closing out quarters. I thought they did a poorly job of closing out that quarter and allowing OKC to gain some momentum late in that second quarter and pushing into the second half. I didn't like the energy and the shot selection by San Antonio late in the second quarter.
Talk about another 15-point, kind of head start that OKC gave San Antonio. San Antonio looked like the more engaged team to me early on. They looked like the more aggressive team early on. Wemby came out, he did exactly what we wanted him to do. He dominated in that first half. He started settling a little bit, but he was trying to figure it out, but he dominated. That's what we asked for. And I think third quarter, Wemby had to do more. I know it seemed like we putting a lot on Wemby, but listen, this is Game 6, and this is on Wemby's shoulder today in order for San Antonio to win this game.
I will say this, his supporting cast is showing up and showing out. Remember Dylan Harper, only 3 made field goals over the last 2 games. He's already got 5 so far in this game, and after the first one, he just said thank you to the Salesian Sisters of St. John Bosco. But he's been playing well so far in this first half.
Yeah, well, Dylan, I mean, he needed this game. He's been battling the abductor injury. He looked sharp today. He looked like he's moving today. He's knocking the shot down. You can see he gave the pray his hands up to the Salesian sisters out there for that shot. He looked comfortable. He looked confident the way that he's been looking all season long.
As a big guard getting into the paint, taking advantage of his height and his ability to score in there. He looks athletic, but anytime he sees a smaller guard, he is getting there, creating the contact first and scoring in the paint. They got to play with desperation. You know, come out the first 6 minutes, they got to hit first and they got to hit last.
All right, let's talk about OKC on the flip side of this. What do you see not going well for them throughout that first half?
Well, they're shading their defense to other guys, and that one guy is Lou Dort, which is they're allowing him to get those wide open looks because they are compacting the paint and making Shea get off the ball a little bit. Lou Dort right now from 3 is 1 for 5. So if they're gonna, you know, shade their defense towards him, he's gonna have to knock down some shots. I mean, he said it, he took it, but at the same time, their bench, 21 points, still holding it down for him. But there again, they're betting on, yes, we're going to make things tough for Shea. Lou Dort, if you have a night, you have a night, but they cannot allow Shea to get it going because we've seen when he does that, he's a difference maker.
Well, meanwhile, OKC, they have the veteran leadership that has been here before. That is one thing that Isaiah Hartenstein said. We never blink because we know that we can handle all the challenges that are coming our way. Now, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just 10 points in that first half. So I'm more than sure that OKC will expect more for the two-time MVP in the second. And despite that fact, they find themselves down just 7 at the break in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals.
Fourth series between Oklahoma City and San Antonio, and the fourth time that series has been tied at 2 games apiece. Ready to break the tie here tonight.
The reigning MVP, SGA, he's got to set the tone.
Spurs have opened 0 for 4. Vassell lobs it to Wembanyama. Can't get a touch inside. Hartenstein inside.
Nice, smart move there by Hartenstein.
5 sets of eyes are watching everything he's doing.
It's down, trying to find something. Late shot clock. Caruso to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gives you an idea of what's here and what's ahead with Wembanyama. SGA took him deep, and Gilgeous-Alexander hits his second field goal in 7 tries. Fox the defense. Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, no Wembanyama. Can you get closer to the basket? We're blessed to have a great seat. Football and hoops in the Olympics.
The boy got his own money. He leaves him with royalties. Caruso.
You're in the final half minute. Gilgeous-Alexander pulling up. Got 2.
Look at him as he put his palms up like, finally.
Step back triple. Got them all. Timeout. San Antonio. This team at home, when they get rolling, they are so tough to stop. Gilgeous-Alexander. 9-0 to start the quarter for the defending champs who lead by 20. Gilgeous-Alexander sees 2. Caruso one more time. Knock this one down. At time those 2 on the same page. They trail him. Inside Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander down the ball handler. McCain lifting, launching, landing a 3. Timeout, Spurs. Gilgeous-Alexander, 2-man game in Hartenstein. Caruso, corner. Triple.
They're doubling everywhere. This looks like AAU right now.
Inside, SGA sneaks his way for his 7th field goal of the night. Game number 5 to the Thunder. 1 win from a return to the finals. 32 points, his highest point total of the series.
At the Half is brought to you by the powerful backing of American Express.
All right, so if the Spurs hold on to force Game 7, we'll be in Oklahoma City on Saturday night, 7:30 Eastern on NBC and Peacock. What we do know is that the NBA Finals begin on Wednesday, June 3rd on ABC. All right, check out the DraftKings live player props for the second half. There's still time to get in on the action. Wemby leads the way with 22 points. Can he get to 38? He might need every one of those points to keep this series going. And by the way, the Spurs are 6-1 this postseason when Wemby scores at least 25 points. Devin Vassell went up. He got it.
He
then he talked about it. You want to translate, T-Mac?
Get that stuff out of here.
You know what time it is.
Spurs have the lead at the half. Second half is next.
I want to be an MVP.
The two-time MVP.
SGA. The MVP shining bright again.
All the defensive metrics are terrific. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, second in the league in scoring.
I have answers to the test.
The first guard that averaged 30 points per game and shoot 55% from the floor.
He's ridiculous.
The clutch player of the year,
SGA.
20 or more points on 140 consecutive games. That's an NBA record.
Rarefied air.
Fourth straight year, better than 30 points per game. The first player to do that since Michael Jordan.
More brilliance from the MVP.
It's crazy to think where I was 10 years ago and be there today.
Spinning. Oh, what a pass underneath the Champagne. Now Vassell has to put it up and hits the three as the shot clock buzzer. How did he do that?
Man.
That's an alley-oop for three.
That's a true grenade.
White knows he can't come down, so he catches it in midair and gets rid of it.
The quick reaction of Vassell to get that off. Just great awareness.
He's unbelievable, folks. He's unbelievable.
The feeling I got before games, it just gets stronger and stronger as the games go on.
Wemby's going to pull a deep three.
I'm built for this.
Oh my goodness.
Wembanyama spins, hangs, got it, and one.
Victor Wembanyama is the most impactful defensive player I have ever seen in this league.
Oh my goodness, spiked into the 15th run.
Victor Wembanyama.
Penny for three, so good again. Wembanyama comes storming in for the slam.
We have never seen the likes of this guy.
That goes up, block. Wembanyama makes up. Another Wemby block seals it for the Spurs.
Winning one game means something, but doesn't mean everything. Yes, it takes a toll, but we will rest in July.
Will the Spurs send us back to OKC for a Game 7, or are the Thunder heading back to the NBA Finals? Wembanyama going to look from deep. Hits his first.
Wemby, another strong start for the Spurs.
Bryant stays in front of SGA. Step back.
Oh, man, he had to work for that.
Wembanyama is just one big burst here tonight. 22 in the first half for Wembanyama as we welcome you back to Game 6 of the West Finals. The NBA playoffs presented by Google. Sun has set. So the sunset on the season for the Spurs. They lead by 7. Our aerial coverage is provided by Flyhouse. Before the third quarter begins, let's check in with our reporters. We'll start with Ashley Chamedy covering the Spurs. Ashley.
With assistant coach Sean Sweeney, I said, you guys had the momentum on your side. Most of that first half, he said, it's because we sustained a level of aggressiveness. And in this series, ideally, the more aggressive team has been the one that's come out on top. As for Wemby, he said 8 of his 16 shots are from the 3. And I said, is that something you like? Or are you telling him not to shoot more? And he said, look, talented players do talented things. And that's what we like to see. Zora?
Coach Daigneault said his team weathered the storm. He said it's pretty good to come out of that down 7. And some J-Dub insight, guys. Just like you all noticed, 3-minute stretches is the plan. Coach said we're taking whatever he can give us. Not expecting a ton, but J-Dub is a competitor.
Already some treatment on that hamstring, as you see, as he waits on the bench. To Ashley's point, the Spurs led by as many as 15. Thunder did not lead in that first half. Tightened it up before halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander off on that jumper. Champagnie the rebound. SGA played 18 minutes, most of anyone in that first half. Vassell starts the third quarter with his 4th three-point bang of the night.
We talked about it pregame, Reg. Vassell is that puncher that you have to have. You want him ultra aggressive.
Kane continues to keep it alive, and Hartenstein with the floater.
First 3 to 4 minutes of this third quarter really going to set the tone offensively for both of these teams. Who can string together a few stops here and get back in it?
Wembanyama missed the 3. The Spurs have hit 12 three-pointers tonight, as many as they did in all of Game 5. McCain, can he get going? Blocked by Champagnie. Gilgeous-Alexander keeps it alive, twirling inside. Wemby gets a piece. Score the goal. It's goaltending, and the whistle as well. So a chance for SGA to get a 3-point play.
Well, nice block on the weak side by Champagnie. This is just absolutely great weak side defense. But again, you've got to come up with the rebound. Here's the goaltend call on Wemby, and there was the contact down low. So here's a 3-point opportunity for SGA to get this lead down to 5.
They were trying to slow play it to see if they're going to challenge, and they decide not to. Kevin Johnson was at the scores table and then came back. They get a sub up right away. 3-point play completed by Gilgeous-Alexander. Champagnie works inside. On home, goes back to the right hand.
How does that happen? This is a dead ball situation on the free throw. Yeah. It's a breakdown there by OKC defensively.
Holmgren more rebounds than points in the first half. Chet looks inside. Got it up over Wembanyama. Hartenstein inside to get on the board.
And that was great footwork right there by Chet. He broke down the defense, didn't make the shot. It allowed Hartenstein to be able to get an offensive rebound.
Third Thunder player in a double-figure scoring. Vassell free. Made a few, so the shot fake works. Fox just can't get going. Castle made by McCain, but foul.
Yeah, but I want Vassell taking that 3.
Yes.
I mean, right now he is on fire. Here's the putback. Wemby goes for the shot. No one takes Hartenstein off the glass. And here's the missed 3 by Fox. Who cleans it up? Castle there. Kane on the foul.
It's his first low foul numbers in this game for the physicality. 8 on the Thunder so far, 7 on the Spurs. As Maria was mentioning, if there is a game, Game 7, we will have it for you on NBC on Saturday night and Peacock as well. Our coverage will begin at 7:30 Eastern with the pregame. Our tip time 8:15 Eastern. The NBA Finals will begin Wednesday, either here in San Antonio or in Oklahoma City on ABC at 8:30 Eastern time. More on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Last Western Final to go 7 games, Warriors and Rockets in 2018.
And this is probably the best series in the Western Final since then, right? 2018 with that Warriors-Rockets series.
That was something. McCain, Wembanyama got a piece of that. Late shot clock. Dort sees it, shoots it. Wembanyama goes over to chase down the rebound. And there he goes, 7-4, running the floor. Castle, Champagnie. And the Thunder take time out. It has been a 3-point night for the Spurs. Half their field goals from deep. They lead by 10.
Yo, my dumb ass over here wondering what happened to my TV. The shit went black. I'm like, what the hell? Not realizing like they turned the lights off. I know I'm not the only person who got caught by that.
Here are the key moves brought to you by Kia, and it's the Wemby effect. Look at the Thunder players. Anytime they see that alien, number one, anywhere near the rim, anywhere in the paint, comes out to contest. And what I love about it, SGA gets in there, thinks about it, but how about at the end of this? Does a little impression of his teammate, the Cornet contest on that. Only has 2 block shots, but all the other ones that he deflects, deters, and guys not even attempting shots once they get into the paint, Mike.
In terms of shot attempts on the offensive end, Reg, you look at that.
Yeah.
The wins, double digits. Those numbers were first half only. He took 16 shots in the first half of this game, one more than he took all of game 5. And as Mitch Johnson said, he has to be aggressive. He has been. The Spurs played a good half plus. Caruso out of the timeout, off the bench. Good find of Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren on the putback. And the Thunder get back down to 8.
Holmgren has done such a good job on the offensive glass tonight. Up to 8 now.
De'Aaron Fox 0 for 6 from the field. Lob, wemby. Trying to throw it over Hartenstein, who picks up his 3rd.
Great play there by the Spurs with a little misdirection to make Oklahoma City's good timing. Foul on Hartenstein.
His first free throw of the night. He's a special player, obviously, coming in the league. The impact he's had now in his 3rd year in the league. Only 22, but you watch somebody who a franchise can be built around. Sometimes people aren't willing to accept what comes with that. And I know he didn't speak with the media, and that was a warning that he got. He did receive the award from the Pro Basketball Writers Association for the Magic Johnson Award for his dealings with the media during the year. So probably a lesson. Good deflection by Fox out of bounds. In any case, most of the steps he has made along the way point to a leader that this
talent can be built around, and this franchise has many good years ahead with him.
And this franchise, Mike, but also this league. He's one of the faces of the league, and he understands the responsibility. I know there was talk after Game 5, but check his track record, what he's done.
Vassell pulling up. Wemby goes to get it. Good job by McCain to knock it away. He finds him. Just Alexander in the corner. Wemby watching. 1 and 3 in the MVP voting. Straight up. As she attack. Step back. Splash and 2. Good stuff.
Wouldn't you want to see more of that? I want to see more of that.
Fox inside. Can't get one to go. 0 for 7 for Fox.
And he's getting where he wants to go. He's getting the spots that he usually knocks down shots. Just missing them right now. Good pass by SGA.
Hartenstein. Got numbers. Wemby leads it to Fox. To the basket. Finally gets one to go.
And this first 5 minutes have meant more to the Spurs than the Thunder. When you're a young team, you need some type of lead when you're going against the champs because you know mistakes will happen at some point.
Subs getting ready to come in. Both sides. Hartenstein. For Holmgren. Outside the frame of the window. Couldn't get to it. Wants the bump of the contact. Officials say no foul. Spurs ball. Well, he put his hand up, and I don't know if he gets his leg. It'll require a deeper inspection. The Oklahoma City bench saw it on their tablet and chose to challenge. So an OKC challenge. Remember, they've already used the timeout this quarter. City.
Oklahoma City's head coach is challenging the call on the floor that the Spurs have possession of the ball. The play is now.
Yo, is it me or does Chet Holmgren look like fucking Neferatu's fucking cousin or some shit?
Oklahoma City's head coach is challenging the call on the floor that the Spurs have possession of the ball. The play is now under video review.
After review, Fox makes illegal contact to the legs of Holmgren, forcing him off balance, causing him to fall to the floor. Ruling on the floor is overturned. Approximate foul has been added to De'Aaron Fox.
Yo,
Oklahoma City ball side out of bounds. 14 on the shot clock.
That's a bullshit-ass call.
After video review, the call on the floor has been overturned. The call says San Antonio, number 4, De'Aaron Fox, his second team foul. It's time for the ATV Fan Cam.
We are back. The Thunder have won the challenge. It'll be side out for OKC, so they retain a challenge here in this one. They announced that the leg contact by Fox was enough to cause this foul. And there you see the right thigh on the left foot of Holmgren. Fox was watching up there. It's a crazy call, he says, but that was the call. We're going to look one more time. And it was pretty quick, too. They did not go through it frame by frame. It
just kind of threw off the rhythm there of
it
Chet.
did, but
going with it.
I don't know if I'm calling a foul on that. Like,
hey, let's talk about Jalen Williams' story. J-Dub, as he's known, all-star, third team in the league a year ago. Hamstring, injured in game 2. Look out, I'm ready to go. Don't get hurt back here. Playing in 3-ish minute stints. And then staying warm in the back. That left hamstring that he injured game 2 of these playoffs. Back on the floor and trying to contribute as the Thunder try to close it out. McCain doesn't make it, so the challenge keeps them with possession, but no points out of it.
And you see they went right to the basket with no Victor Wembanyama in the game.
Stephon Castle rolls it over the rim and one.
Look at this nice move. Castle gets into the paint. Wemby with the excitement from the bench.
They were good in the non-Wembanyama minutes in the first quarter, which had not been the case. Spurs plus 13 right now. Gilgeous-Alexander has a good contest. Garnett backs at it. Harper pulled it away. Wilkie's got it back. Step back.
Harper has been the X factor tonight. He has gave a spark that the Spurs need.
Caruso tied up for Sell. Pick up the foul. First on Devin.
Watch Harper just.
Like, if you don't challenge us, I'm going to take the iPad. Like, he ran right over to the guys who look on the back bench to look for the challenge. And then Mitch Johnson got word. Let him look at it again. Does he get all balls? You have the left hand on the body of Caruso. Right hand is on the ball. They'll look. We'll break. Tyler Ford and Zach Zarba are on with the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey. Ben Taylor, one of the 20 officials who made it to this conference finals round. He is in the replay center tonight. They go back and forth. They have multiple things to look at. Arm on the left arm on the body, the right arm as well. And there you see the replay center. They're looking at every angle and every look of it as the conversation goes on. And Zach Zarba.
After review, Vassell is deemed to make legal contact with the basketball, knocking it loose. Ruling on the floor is going to be overturned to a no call. In the immediate aftermath of the play, Caruso was able to secure the ball. It'll be OKC ball, sideline out of bounds, successful challenge by San Antonio.